For the past couple of months now, we've been talking about the crucial game, the most important game when it comes to the title race, the game that may make or mar the title race of Arsenal, or the title hopes of Arsenal, and of course may rejuvenate the title hopes of Manchester City. Well, guess what? That game is finally here. Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium welcoming Arsenal Football Club. This is the title race showdown game. Unfortunately, these two games, for these two teams, it has come from a contrasting angle. For Manchester City, they are at the peak of their form right about now. They have a striker that is not scoring, and they are not even bothering him anymore. You are not scoring, don't worry. We still get the job done. Haaland didn't score. They got 4 past Liverpool. Okay, I didn't score the penalty.
Yeah, scored the penalty.
But he didn't score from open play. They still scored 4. He didn't score against Chelsea.
He got 3.
They got 3. So, you know, he didn't score in the Carabao Cup final. They got 2 past Arsenal. So, you don't want to score, don't worry. We'll take care of business. This is a team that is high on.
You have Nico, right?
This is a team that is high on confidence. And you switch to the other side, Arsenal. Well, right now I feel like they are scraping the bottom of the barrel. Feels like they are almost running on battery empty. The last game they played against Sporting Lisbon just felt like they were scraping together the performance. Unfortunately, they cannot afford to scrape together the performance at the Etihad Stadium on Sunday. So, Shola, by the way, we welcome Shola back to the set after a bit of sabbatical. I mean, it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
At this very crucial moment. So, Shola, what do we expect from this game vis-a-vis the contrasting form of both Manchester City and Arsenal?
Firstly, I would like to say Arsenal will be a little bit disappointed because they couldn't get any points from Bournemouth, and the game should have been a game whereby they should have shown their dominance and at least get a win. And peradventure, if they couldn't get a win, they should have gotten a draw at least. But when they waited for Chelsea, unfortunately, Chelsea presently nobody can bank on Chelsea. They were just able to survive the first half of the game. The second half, Man City destroyed them. And so they have to do it in the hard way.
And they have to do it themselves. Talking about doing it themselves, how do we expect Arteta to line up on Sunday? I mean, definitely the team is tired. He practically went with his full squad again. You know, on Wednesday, Musquera right back because White is shit right now. Gabriel and Saliba left back. It was still Calafiori. Midfield of Zubimendi, Rice. Is a forward line. Steve Madueke, Gyökeres,
and Martinelli.
These are the same. Maybe Trossard comes in left wing. These are the same players we're expecting to line up again at the Etihad, right?
Yeah, definitely. For us now going to the Etihad Stadium, I think one thing will be on Arteta's mind: the fact that Manchester City have not lost to us now in their last 10 Premier League home games. So that will definitely be on Arteta's mind, and also knowing fully well that in the month of April, Arsenal and under Mikel Arteta, they've not really done very well. They are always their points per game in the month of April last few months and years has always been 1.54 points per game. So compared to Mikel,
they hardly win.
Yeah, compared to Pep Guardiola, who has a 2.51 points per game in the month of April, and also a 75% win rate in the month of April as well. So that kind of shows contrasting styles. So when it comes to personnel one,
and we are seeing it play out this season.
Yeah,
we are seeing Man City pick up, and we are seeing Arsenal
kind of dropping. Yeah. So when it comes to that, you want to go with the same formation and the same style of play they played against Sporting Lisbon. Because looking at that, despite prior to the match against Sporting Lisbon, they've not been having good results. They've not been playing very well. But the match against Sporting Lisbon, against a side that are very, very good when it comes to goal scoring, they reduced Sporting Lisbon to they didn't really allow them have too many shots at goal. So he wants to go with that style of play again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But by the way, for Manchester City, we already know the lineup. You know, Goyi and Kushano seem to be
definitely.
the right back,
Right.
Matheus Nunes, left back,
Nico
O'Reilly. We've got a midfield of Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and Ryan Cherki. Looks like he finally found the right balance in that midfield. No Tijani Reinders anymore. No O'Reilly makeshift.
No Nico Gonzalez.
No Nico Gonzalez. It's Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and Ryan Cherki. Almost like double 10, single 4 kind of something. And then on the wings, we've got Semenyo, Doku, and you know,
Alan.
Force 9. Force 9 and Lallard right now. But then let's talk about approach. How do we expect these teams to approach? Because these are two teams that like to dominate, like to attack. So are we looking at a Real Madrid Bayern Munich game like a basketball game? You go and score, I'll go and score my back, you score. Or are we looking at a conservative? By the way, let's start with Mikel Arteta. What's the best way for Mikel Arteta to approach this game at the Etihad?
It all boils down to confidence. If presently things are not really going well for Arsenal, and if even when they in the last 2 seasons, if you check most times when they go to the Etihad, they're always playing on the back foot. They defend more and look for opportunities to strike. Most times, yes. So they don't have the confidence to. And presently, with the way they played against Sporting Lisbon, I am not very sure Arteta will want to go all out for Man City. Consider the fact that this is a Man City side that have most of their players back. One of the major problems they will be having in that match is Doku. They'll be watching out for Doku, because Doku, if you put someone with Doku and the person is just thinking, Doku can spring out and distract them.
Thank God Mikel Arteta also has realized that it cannot be Ben White.
It's kind of obvious.
Some Muscara coming at right back.
So in this game, Arteta, personally, I feel Arteta will go in and maybe go defensive and look and try and manage that. Well,
is that the best approach?
If considering the form they are, if this game had been like 4 months ago, I would have been confident with Arsenal going into this game.
Right now they're very low.
The confidence now is very low, because if they decide to go all out and in the first 20 minutes they concede 2 goals. So personally, I feel Arteta would like to restrict them.
And with Semenyo, Doku,
they can cause
and with Nico O'Reilly overlapping,
check it
behind them. They can
cause them so many problems.
They can hurt teams on the counter.
So I feel personally, Arteta would like to restrict them in the first half. Then in the second half, look for that 1 goal and try and shook up from that position and shut them out.
Talking about what he said, exactly what I was thinking. He said, shut up, look for that 1 goal. Are we looking forward to a boring encounter here where the two teams will be quite careful and quite cautious about, not looking?
I mean, to add, if Arsenal gets a draw in that game, it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the ideal results would be a draw.
Yeah, looking at the Premier League table right now, they are 6 points ahead of Manchester City, despite the fact that Manchester City have a game in hand.
By the way, that game will be played later this week.
Yes.
There's space in the timetable now. So after this weekend, the midweek, that game will be played.
So right now.
So by next weekend,
Arsenal will know their fate.
By next weekend, if Arsenal doesn't undo business here, there could be a new table topper.
So for Arteta, he knows fully well that they cannot lose this game. They must not lose. So now going to the Etihad, where in the last 5 games against Manchester City at Etihad, I think they're unbeaten. So he knows fully well that if you can get a draw, and in the reverse fixture, it took a Martinelli last 90th minute equalizer for them to get a 1-1 draw against City. Yeah, he knows fully well that if you can get a draw,
at least their fate will be in their hands.
Yes. So he will be telling his boys, look, don't do anything spectacular, don't do anything extra. Just go out there, play your game, keep it tight. The same way you played against Sporting Lisbon. Don't allow these people to play their game, because no, since the start of February, no other player has scored more goals than Nico Riley. And for Ryan Cherki, he's averaging 1 assist every 138 minutes. So that shows you these two guys,
their combination is
key for Manchester City. So he will tell his boys, you know what? Don't give Cherki that space he wants. And for Nico Riley, someone needs to be watching his run. He likes making that run from midfield to inside the box, and then he gets
that what they call it, in lap.
Yeah.
Or is he over? No,
underlapping.
Underlap.
So they need to watch those two guys are very, very key for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. So for Mikel Arteta, he needs his boys to be on their A game. Defenders, they need to be on their A game. The midfielders, Zubimendi, the mistake he made against Bournemouth, he cannot repeat itself again. So these guys, they need to be on their A game.
Should Arteta play for a draw in this game, or should he go for a win? Is this the situation of target the moon? If you fall on the target the star. If you fall on the moon. Or should he just go ahead and look for a draw?
If he gets a draw, it's not a bad one.
So should he go into the game playing for a draw?
Go into the game, try and restrict Manchester City in the first half. In the second half, try and come out a little bit and get that one goal. If you can't get that one goal, keep it simple.
Madueke is injured right now, so it's going to be Max Doman. Could it be the X factor? You know, the man that no one see coming in the game. Manchester City will not expect, because now there is no Saka, there is no. I know Arteta, being the man he is, will probably want to put maybe Martinelli on that right side and put Trossard. But can you just trust this young 16-year-old boy to come try the Etihad?
I don't think Arteta has the luxury of using Max Dalman right now, because
he's not better than Martinelli on that wing.
I saw Max Dalman play against Sporting Lisbon. He didn't really do much when he came on. Yeah, he got the goal against Everton. That was like a brilliant counter attack. But against Sporting Lisbon, he didn't really do much. And looking at this Arsenal side, you need all his players to be defensive. Most of his players to be defensive minded. Even his wingers, they need to be defensive minded, because this Arsenal side, they've considered errors leading to goals more than they did in their last 30 matches when it comes to November and August. August to December actually. So they've considered a whole lot of the errors leading to shot on targets against opposing teams. So they need their players, their wingers, to be defensive minded as well.
Okay, so prediction time. But how do we think this game will end? At the end of 90 minutes, who is jubilating, who is celebrating, and who is disappointed?
I feel for Mikel Arteta, it was talking about fire.
You didn't see the fire against Sporting Lisbon. Maybe it's reserving the fire for Manchester City.
Maybe reserving the fire for Manchester City, but then I still feel for Manchester City, they have panel with them. So I think they will bring their fire extinguisher and they will get a 2-0 win against Arsenal.
2-0, another clean sheet against Arsenal. I mean, shouldn't Arsenal be trying to revenge the Carabao Cup final? Shola, do you think
one of the biggest problems Arsenal will be having is Zubimendi. In the last 3 games, Zubimendi has been struggling. He has really been struggling. So, and if the major heart of how Arsenal plays starts from Zubimendi. And looking at that attack, they'll be playing, like you said, they will likely be playing a teenager
or Gabriel Martinelli as
the right wing. I don't know if Gabriel Jesus will be good enough. But looking at Manchester City, look at the bench they will be having. They'll be having Mamouche on the bench. They'll be having Rangers on the bench. They're having so many quality players on the bench. They'll be having Savio on the bench. So, and believe me, Arsenal will pack the bus. Trust me, they will have to pack the bus on that day.
So what?
It won't be enough. As Manchester City is going to win today.
2-0.
Yes.
Both of you.
Yes.
I think it's the first time that both of them actually agree on a prediction. So nothing for Arsenal.
No, it won't be enough. They will try, but it won't be enough.
Nothing for them.
Well, there you go. They say that Arsenal will lose by 2-0. If that happens, then this could be the end of the dream.
Unfortunately.
For the Gunners.